Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft, here with Doc from the FoolCraft server. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. We're back after, one day break of yesterday, doing a Hermitcraft episode where the NHO staked their claim. So last time we tried out this mob farm, the wood overpowered quote-unquote mob farm, and I was asking for feedback about the thing, and pretty much you guys are smart, just like I am. We came to the same conclusion pretty much. Let me quickly check something though. Music sounds 40, but that's okay. So you guys said, generally speaking, for regular mobs, this farm is not really worth it. You know, this was the output we've been getting after we've added a few upgrades to it. It's alright, you know, if you sort out all the crap, then you could also pull some enchants probably off some of that gear. But best way to use it would be actually to spawn bosses. So either spawn ender dragons, you can actually, I checked that, or witters. Witters would be interesting because the witters would give us witter stars, and then we could generate power with those witter stars, or the nether stars. A lot of power actually, over 1 million RF per tick if you set it up right. And that would be an option. Then this thing would be actually a really nice power plant, and I think in the long run that makes the most sense for us if you want to use one of those farms. A lot of people then also commented, why the hell are you using this stupid thing? It's crap. Why don't you use like cursed earth and blah blah blah? Yeah, I know obviously about the cursed earth farms and stuff like that, but I wanted to experiment with the thing. I wanted to see what it is and how it does. You know, how can you judge a book by its cover? You gotta check it out first, right? So now we learned a bunch of it, and the conclusion is this, at least, can be used on servers if there's a lot of people playing, because it's server friendly. You gotta give it to it. You know, here, you know, we got some brains and we regulate ourselves, but you know how it goes on public servers. People go nuts and everybody makes mob farms and doesn't pay attention to entities being on the server, and you constantly have problems. So for that, this farm is good, and as a source of creating a lot of power by easily spawning and killing witters. Of course, you could do something creative like I did, the witter killer, but that thing definitely has, you know, its purpose. So what we're gonna do today, first of all, you guys gonna go and slap a like on the video and say something nice in the comments as usual, and then subscribe if you haven't and all the good stuff. Today, guys, we need to make a logo. We need to make a logo for our shop. I'm trying to arrange a little building sessions with either Scar or BOO in the next few days, so we can design our shop in the city of Maybe. And for that, obviously, we need a good logo. So we did this poll last time, you know, a few episodes back, asking how we're gonna call the shop. DFC, KFC, you know, as a reference. Or GFC was also a thing, German fried chicken, but I like DFC because it's a really nice wordplay. It's dogs fried chicken, and Deutsch means German in German. Deutsch, and there's a D in it. DFC, Deutsche fried chicken. You know, so it's a double pun, and I liked it. So obviously we kind of want to mimic the logo of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and let's see, somebody saying the server freaking out a little. I don't see no freakiness here, no freaky dicky, if you know what I mean. So we gotta find a nice open spot where it's most likely bright, where we can do this. I mean, there's all kinds of, I don't want to dig out another room just for that purpose. So we're gonna do it open air, right? And you have to go sleep here and there. But let's make ourselves a canvas and then create something. What is this creeper doing? Why is he just... Okay, he's alive. He was like... just checking. Okay, he's fine. Let's go upstairs and do it outside, like a real artist would do, you know. enjoy some time outside. Okay, we do it on this tree here. So first of all, we need to do a little background here. No idea how big it's gonna be. Yeah, we have to imagine it's gonna be on top of our shop, greeting our potential customers. So I would say this is an appropriate size for us, like an advertisement banner or something. I mean, yeah. I think it's good. I picked these blocks as our building blocks, quartz and redstone. That is the franchise colors of KFC. And I also made this anti-block in red just to test. But I think it looks cool if you build something really modern. But for the city of maybe, I think we should go with a bit of a more, yeah, rustic look. And I made also 2 more chisel bags here, so we should be fine. So red is obviously the main color. So let's get a bunch of that and get some white. And now let's get going. We got the red here, so we got to lay out the outline. I'm looking at it right now in my browser, so it's a little bit tilted, and I'm not sure if we're big enough, but we shall see. So technically, it has a white background too. So maybe we first do the white background and then lay it on there. So we need to draw a region, and then we just pull that out. How big can a region be? I think there's a maximum size to it. Create that canvas. I think that looks pretty fine with the quartz blocks. It's not super clean white, you know, as it is in a city, and things in a city are never clean. If you know something about big cities, that is when I always think that, you know, I'm living in a mid-sized German city. I would say we have about 200 something thousand people living here in my hometown. And yeah, if I go to the real big cities in Germany or in Europe, like Paris, Berlin, London, stuff like that, I always think, man, it's kind of dirty here. And I guess that's, yeah, just something that comes naturally from the big cities. Lots of people, lots of cars and dirt and, you know, chimneys smoking and stuff like that. So obviously it needs to be a little bit weathered. So that is cool, I think. And also I want to have passive lighting then later for the sign, not make that out of glowstone also, because that, in my opinion, also fits better with the ye olde theme we got going on, you know, because real neon lights, poppy neon lights, that was a bit later, not in the 20s. Okay, so that's our canvas here. Now comes the red, and we need to set that to single bits. And is there undo, redo, place, replace? No, place. I think place is the way to go. Okay, so I think we start with the F in the middle and then work from there. And yeah, this also marks off our blocks nicely, because later obviously we want to use one of those blueprints, you know, copy it a bit. So let's see, the F, I just have to start it somewhere. Okay, so where is the middle of our canvas? KF, kind of here. Okay, so let's start. We go like this, come over like that, and I like that it has the gradient a bit of the, you know, of the redstone. I think that fits well, and we're gonna chisel that in here. Probably I could also work with draw lines, to be honest, to sketch it out a bit, at least for the straight shots. So let's say, yo, what the? Why did it lay down these lines like that? And then I guess I work with draw region. With that I had the best success so far. Yeah. Okay. So approximately that wide. Yeah, and it's slightly tilted, so it's not all that straight. It has this dynamic swoosh to it. Okay. Yeah, I have to go back to single bits. There's no other way, and then we're gonna try to sketch it out a bit. So here we go out like that, and then we come over, and then pretty much need to get this gradient there. I think that is approximately, yeah, that's a bit steep. Okay, let me play around with it a little bit, and I'll try to figure out the style. Alright, I got the F done, and I think it's pretty good, pretty nicely representing the F of KFC. I might have to, let's see, maybe make this middle part a bit thicker. Yeah, that's a bit nicer. Okay, yeah, the Kentucky Fried Chicken, they have this white stripe going on the backside here. It's so annoying that we have this zombie villager spawner thing. Wait a minute. I got to remove that. I got from that what I wanted anyways. Okay, here we go. That's better. Home, old home. Yeah, I think that represents the F pretty well of KFC. And now comes the more tricky part, the C, which is a really long curve. But at least we got a height ratio now, and that's easier. Now the first letter is kind of the most tricky one. And I almost think you might have to add something here, because it doesn't go all the way down. And yeah, I think that works. So let me try to sketch out the C here, which is the more tricky part. So let's see. We need to get a nice curve to it. So here we say we start a few pixels down. Is that too big? It's about as wide as the F, so let's see. Yeah. Let's give it a bit of a straight shot here, and then we already have to start to go down a bit like that. It's a bit steep, I feel. It has to start around here. I think that would help if we have some kind of orientation here. So that is our center point from the curve, and then we need to shape it out. Okay, let me do that. Alright, look at that. Look at that. I think that got that KFC swag to it. DFC swag. And I framed it in black, and I also brought some bone blocks now, because I'm almost thinking the bone blocks would look better instead of the quartz. I'm quite sure about that. So let's break some of the bone blocks down. Where do we got them? Here. And start replacing stuff. Let's undo that. Oh wait, I think we can also do draw region, and then we do replace. Right? Like so. Ah, okay, I get it. Oh yeah, that definitely looks way better. Let's see. Oh yeah, that gives that dirty look we were looking for. The quartz isn't really a, whoa, no, undo that. The quartz isn't really a good choice for that. But like this, it brings out the stains, The stains and the dirtiness. Yeah, yeah, I like it. Okay, and then the text also flashes out more. The DFC text. And then the white lines we're gonna do with the quartz, so they stand out more and are not dirty like that. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Yes, that's the look we were gunning for. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh man, it's fun working out something like that, you know. And I'm definitely also always listening to feedback you guys have. And you be like, yo, don't do the technical stuff all the time. I'm super down for that, doing something more creative. I also just had a quick talk with Mr. Beatups, you know, to collab on my shop very soon. That would be nice because, you know, he's really good with the building and he could clearly help me out there. And it's always fun to do something with my buddy Beatups, right? So yeah, look at that, look at that. And now I'm gonna do a little trick. Let's say we're coming in here and outlining the text a little bit with a bit more bright colors, like so, to make it stand out a bit. But later we also place again some bone meal blocks in there to give it a bit of a gradient like look. That could work, you know. And then we do a stain like that, and then maybe let the brightness leak out. I don't know if that really works. The bone blocks already have a really nice gradient. Yeah, I just think we don't even need that, to be honest. It stands out on its own. Maybe here at the curves a little bit. On the straight line there, I didn't like it so much. Here it looks pretty decent. Okay, let's come in some lighter spots here. Yeah. Maybe do it a little bit down here. Some good stuff. Now we need to go to place again and draw this region in. Fill that up again. Okay. And now I was thinking maybe this we either fill it in like that, or we remove that and then we go in and do replace and replace that with the more bright white, so it stands out a bit more. And I would say that looks pretty good. Do it like that. Let's see. Let's do it for the D here. Whoop. And see how that works. Yeah. It's a small detail, but it definitely helps with pointing out stuff a bit more. Some shading going on. Like here. Maybe down here a little bit. Make it a bit more irregular in general. Whoop. Let's undo the last one. Yep. We definitely need to do it here too. And then I might be able to find a little bit of a brighter red to do some highlights here and there, to make it pop a little bit more. But we kind of want to distinguish the red from, because the redstone also looks kind of dirty, if you know what I mean. I mean, hey, don't quote me on that. I never said redstone is dirty. Redstone is pretty amazing. Yeah. See, we're giving it a few little highlights so it stands out a bit more. And then we definitely must go in here and fill in these gaps. Man, it's a bit tricky to fly properly with my super speed flying there. I have it set to really quick descent and ascent right now, so it's a bit of an issue. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, but I think that really works fine. It's really fun to work with chiseling bits. Yeah, now it stands out a bit more. We probably need some brightness down here, just to make it pop a bit. Yeah, and we probably could get away with some on the top here, at least coming from these more lighter colors here. You know, let's make it pop a bit like that. Yep, and now we need to do these gaps here. Really lighten them up. I was really inspired, by the way. I was starting to watch a Netflix series lately together with my girlfriend. It's called Madman. Don't know if you saw it, but it's pretty cool. The show about this advertising agency back in the 60s and early 70s. It's a lot of fun. It's a cool show. And yeah, then I thought I need to make a cool billboard finally. It's all about selling your brand. Yeah, that pops a bit. I don't like these two. I think that didn't really work. Yeah, it's crazy. You did see that? Like this small change there, and it has a totally different vibe to it. Okay. Yeah. Now I almost think we could maybe... Right now it's only connected material, I think it was. Place. Yeah, we can make it stand out even more. Make it a bit fatter. Like here, here, here. I wonder why it doesn't take all of it though. It's like you literally have to go in and select individual chunks of it. Oop. No, that's not the plan. Make it a bit fatter. Yeah, I think that works. The whole thing here, there. That lower portion. Yeah, chiseling bits is an amazing mod. I can just repeat myself about that, but it's fascinating how well thought through that whole thing is. Yeah. Give it a bit more strength in general. Let's do these individual pieces here too. Fiddle around with it a bit until we say this is really good. There's always this moment when you do a certain build where you say, okay, now we kind of nailed it. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty decent already. It might need some more detailing and such for the billboard, and I'm not quite sure about this super white stripe in there now, to be honest again. Might be too bright to be true. And replace single bits. We quickly sleep. I'll give you a choice. You tell me what you think. And of course leave a lot of feedback. How could we improve it? You know, maybe get some more dirt in there, use some slightly more dark texture to make it a bit more used and ragged at the same time. Okay, that's... I almost think that pops too much. Wait, we can do place and do a one layer high thing here. And not 2 layers. So then it still has some depth to it. Did we get it there? Yeah. Okay, we did. Okay. And fill that half in. Oop. Yeah, like that. I think we got this part here. Yeah. Yeah, I almost think with the bone block it looks better. What do you guys think? Is it? I think it pops too much, you know, if it's that super clean white. But being elevated by one block compared to the background, I think we're getting there. Let's fill those in. Whoop. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, I feel it's a bit more natural like that and more realistic. There is one redstone cube missing here. Okay, let's get that in. Okay, let's fill up here. Feel like an artist drawing something. Not that I'm particularly gifted in it, I feel. But I know some basics. Okay. Here, this, and I think this. Yeah. There's two of right there, and last but not least, this part here. Yeah. I feel that looks better. And, you know, having these light gradients here and there to make the letters pop a bit, that definitely works. Maybe we want it here too. Oh, no, here we need a replace. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting there. Maybe in here a little bit. Yeah. It's really fun to work that out, I have to say. Yeah. Now it would be cool if we could give it a bit more shading, and I almost feel sometimes the red of the redstone might be too dark for it, but I think we got it if you put a nice lighting on there and everything. It's quite funny here on the backside. F area is not covered at all. Huh. Well, I guess we call it for today. Let me know what you think about the DFC sign. You really do a good job. You're graphic artists out there. Give me feedback. How can we improve it? How can we get these little last details out there? Would it make sense to replace the redstone with something else, maybe? Is it too dirty? Is it not bright enough? Is the texture okay for it? Would there be another cleaner texture to use? I mean, I looked. There's this stuff, the anti-block, but I don't really think that's good. It's way too strong, you know, in the red. We got the redstone block. We got different versions of chiseled redstone, but I don't think that would do much of a difference, to be honest. And anything else? I mean, there's red clay blocks. Feel maybe concrete. The red concrete. Red concrete could be a good color too. Would it be good to have an outer frame around it, you know, to make it pop a bit more? Or is that cool like that? Always imagine that in a 1920 city setting, and then maybe, you know, we have some scaffolding around it, so it looks like a real billboard that is hung up there, and some spotlights on it and stuff like that. So it could work out. Well, let's call it an end for today. I feel like I exploited or explored my creative nerves for today, or my creative ways. And I see you next time, when I think we're gonna work a bit on our energy storage, or maybe we are already ready to collab with B-dubs and copy that thing and take it over. Let me quickly try something. Yeah, I can literally break out the whole sign, right? Yep, and it stays like it is. And we can place it back here. So we can easily take that apart. Okay, that's cool. In any case, see you next time, my friends. Thanks for watching. Bye!